Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Moana live action 2026 review. As you can see here from Rotten Tomatoes, 38% is what they're giving this, the critics that is. Nobody yet on the popcorn meter. Some people call it popcorn meter, I don't know why. But the tomato meter is at 38%. What do we say about this one? Well, folks, here we go. This is essentially the exact same movie you saw back in 2016, 10 years ago. Almost shot for shot with a very few changes. It's slightly longer, and I would say, Marv, that just about every scene is worse than the animated 2016 version.
This week, I sat down and I watched Moana, and it was phenomenal, people. It's a great movie. And then tonight, I went and I watched a soulless pale clone of it. What would happen if you put Moana into AI and asked it to make it real people?
AI looks better.
The AI would probably look better.
Yep.
So here's the thing. I called this movie a turkey burger in that it's a copy of a burger, and like you can bite into it and even if you think it tastes good, it doesn't taste as good as the actual burger. And you say to yourself, why am I going to eat this thing when I've got a burger right here? It's a turkey burger movie. There are two kinds of remakes, right? There's either this, which is an exact clone, or it's something like Snow White, where it is a complete desecration and it's just, nonsense wearing the guise of the film. Like in Snow White, they changed everything from the motivations to the music to just everything in Snow White was different. This was a shot-for-shot remake. And I know because I watched the original last night, and it was deja vu. The only person, who had new dialogue was The Rock.
Yes, there is. Okay, so in the list of things that are different in this, let's walk through that real quick, Marv, because
easy list.
It is a very easy list. There is a new teeny weeny itsy bitsy angle that they give to The Rock, to Maui, to explain why he steals the heart of Te-Fiti, right?
Which one is that?
Well, because let's see, how is it? The humans rejected him.
No, that's in the original.
Is that in the original?
That entire speech is in the original.
Oh my gosh, there's nothing different.
There's literally nothing different.
Did he add women to the thing?
Yes.
Okay, that's the thing that I thought was like, that's odd. I don't remember.
No, that's in the original too. When he was a hero of men, and then he says hero of men and women. No, that's it's all in the original.
Oh wow.
I could not find there are two new songs. They're not in the movie. They're in the credits.
Okay, so wait a minute. Hold on a second. I'm trying to think of what's different. There is an additional scene where Moana hangs out with her mom.
Nope.
That's in it too?
That's in the original.
I did not remember that she actually has a little moment with her mom.
Yep.
Okay. Is there
what's different, Marv? What is actually different?
Nothing.
But it's still longer.
Every once in a while, The Rock will get like another line, like that's a little different from the one that he had. But there's really nothing.
Okay, can we say real quick, folks? And here's where Hey gets a win in this one. That's new, right?
Hey's line. Hey's lines are the same. Like the clucks that he gives are exactly the same.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
Look at Maui up here, okay? I just want to congratulate Disney. They finally made a muscle suit that looks worse than this.
Yep.
Weird Al as Rambo in UHF actually tops The Rock in Moana.
Because his tiny head and hands
look
ridiculous with that. But you know what? I do remember one thing that's different. When he turns into the hawk for the first time with the fish hook, in the original, he like weaves through a bunch of stones and just enjoys flying. In this one, he picks Hey up and flies with Hey.
Oh, he does.
That didn't happen in the original.
Yeah, which also looks equally dumb. By the way, I hate the CGI hawk.
Okay.
I thought that was terrible.
I mean, it looks like the hawk from the animated one. I will say one thing that I actually thought was good that they did.
Yeah, go for it.
The fact that Pua and Hey just looked like CGI versions of the cartoon characters, and they didn't try to make them photorealistic animals.
Well, except that Hey doesn't fit in at all with anything in this movie.
But you know what? They learned their lesson with
with Flounder.
with Flounder and Sebastian.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the horror that they were. You need to just make them look like cute cartoon animals.
But Hey Hey looks like a claymation thing. That's
Okay.
like, yeah, it's really.
Let me get into casting here because this is the problem. This is one of the problems I have. I hate to be mean to an actress who's a little girl.
Don't do it.
I know.
She's 20. She's 20, by the way.
Is she really 20? There's no way she's 20.
She was 10 when the original film came out. She's 20 now.
Somebody go check this while I say what I got to say. All right. I don't know.
Maybe she's 19 going to be 20.
Catherine is the star of this, okay?
Catherine Lagaya, yeah.
This doesn't work. And it's not her fault. It's just not her fault. She gives it every okay, so she'd have been like 16 when she filmed this. Maybe. Okay.
What?
16, 17. It takes 2 years to get this thing through post-production. There's crazy CGI. All right. Here's the deal. The original Moana stars Ali'i Cravalho as the voice of Moana. Ali'i Cravalho is a very, very rare, hard to come by vocal talent. She has a phenomenal, unbelievable singing voice. Just unbelievable. And there was no way this was going to work. So here's why. Every song in this movie is a lesser than version of the song that you've already heard. Sung not as well, but she's trying. And there are also times when she's trying to hit a note, especially with power, and it sounds like they've digitally altered it to help her do so.
I think that
doesn't work.
I think she sounds better than Zegler.
Yes.
I thought she was a better singer than Zegler. I actually really like her.
Yep.
I think she's a really good actress. I think she is a good singer. She's just not Ali'i Cravalho.
Ali'i Cravalho. I mean, it's just not.
She's not her. And that's not. There is nobody is her. That's the thing.
Right.
And you're not giving her anything different to do. Every line that she delivers, every note that she sings,
every line she says, every note she gives, da 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 bum bum.
It's the exact same from the original, so you can't help but compare it. You didn't give her anything different to do. That's why I think like one of the better live action remakes, even though I didn't particularly care for the movie, but I think the style that I liked was Beauty and the Beast because they kept it mostly true, but they just filled in some plot holes and maybe added a few extra things that didn't really take from it. It was kind of the midpoint between this and Snow White. And like there are times where I'm sitting in there and I would find myself smiling because the music is good. And I'm like, no, of course the music's good. These songs are good. Of course the story is solid because this story is solid. Like the script, I would love to meet the person that got paid to be the screenwriter on this because they did nothing.
Right. Control C, Control V. We're done, boys and girls.
Like even the jokes, like when she gets washed up on Maui's island and she yells at the ocean and she's like, "Fish pee in you all day."
Right.
Like that's
other stuff.
That's in the original. Yeah. That's in the and other stuff was added. I don't think they say other stuff in the cartoon.
Okay, so here's the deal. The reason this movie is going to bomb at the box office, and it should, honestly, is because when they bring out Beauty and the Beast live action, you're going from hand animated to something entirely different. And there's a new beauty you can bring to that. And same thing with Aladdin. You can do some new things, especially with all the CGI. That's really what live action is. When you go from a movie that is utterly beautiful, and that's part of what made Moana be so popular, it's one of the most gorgeous CGI things ever done. When you go from that to this, it's a downgrade. Mm-hmm. And in every possible way, this movie is a downgrade. This movie is not bad. If there had been no 2016 Moana, this movie is okay. It's nowhere close to the 2016, but it's okay. It might have even been a semi-hit. But when you can just watch a much better version on Disney Plus, like right now for free, why would you go see this? That's the problem for Disney with this movie.
Yeah. Actually, I said that in the review that everybody else is going to see tomorrow. But I'm like, why waste money on this when you can watch the animation? Marv just said it's the same shot for shot, except better. It's brighter. That's the other thing. This film was dim. It was undersaturated.
It's weird. It's a very strange. Here's an example of it.
Weird.
Because they're using so much CGI, they can't have natural lighting, and yet the oceans are sometimes lit well, and sometimes the ocean is CGI, and sometimes it's real, and it's like it just comes across as very. Here's the image, okay? Here's how. If you want to know what this movie looks like, plastic. It looks very, very plastic. Mary Poppins, kind of, maybe, but it didn't turn out the right way.
Yes, I agree with you. The visuals are definitely lacking. Especially just because like even like the scenes that I thought looked good, they looked better in the animation. Like when the grandmother turns into the stingray and flies out, and they sing the reprise of How Far I'll Go. One of my favorite moments in this movie, or in the original movie. And it looked great in this, but it looked perfect in the other one. And that's what I said. Like even the moments in this movie that you could honestly say are great doesn't compare because you can't compare great to perfect.
Here's the other problem. The other problem with this movie that makes it awkward is that in the animated version, Maui looks like Maui, and he doesn't really look all the way human. Like he's like some kind of giant juggernaut. Mm-hmm. And, Moana looks like she's 16, 17, whatever. In this movie, because The Rock lost so much weight before this film, and then they put him in a muscle suit. Terrible. So his face is sunken in, and he's actually wrinkly. Like he's very wrinkly because he's lost all this weight. He looks like he's 60 years old, and she looks like she's 14, and it doesn't work. Like it's really freaking weird when she's like, Maui, and you're like, stop talking to that old man that way. What are you doing?
So this is a point that I had to make too, because
looks like a drug dealer.
Maui in the animated, I know he's 1,000 years old, but he's not wise. He looks like he's in his 20s in the animation, right? Like he's a young man, and he has the hubris of a young man in that he's arrogant. He's so into himself. Like he's just like basking in his power. He basically is like an eternally like 25 or even like 23. Like he's pretty much younger. This kind of character does not work when it comes out of a 53-year-old man
who looks much older because he's just lost so much weight.
Yeah.
And he has the sunken in cheeks and everything. And what adds to that is because the rest of his body is smooth because he's got a 20-year-old muscle suit, right? It's made to look like a young man. Because of that, it makes his face look all that much older. So it's creepy in a lot of ways. Mm-hmm. Still better than the trailer, though. Still better than the trailer.
Yeah, no, he looks absolutely terrible. And he doesn't bring the energy to it that he had in the animated. Again, he was 10 years younger when he did this before. They should have cast, if you were going to do this, you needed to cast a big jacked 20-something-year-old Samoan dude.
Right.
And but this was made so that The Rock could do it.
Okay, so look at her here.
That's why this was made. This was made as a monument to The Rock's ego.
Right. She's on a raft with this guy, okay? All by herself, little it looks like she's 14, 15. I know she's older, but she looks like she's 14 or 15. She's all by herself hanging out with that dude. It's just like
Maui and Moana are supposed to have
creepy.
They're supposed to have a brother-sister dynamic. He's supposed to be the big brother.
Right.
And it does not come across that way. He comes across as the creepy uncle.
Right. Right. It's bizarre. It doesn't work. Culture, final thoughts before we give this thing a score, because, I mean, we're not going forever on this one. You've already seen the movie. You saw it. Did you see it in animated? It's way better in animated, okay?
Yeah, look, you just have to decide if you're willing to pay for something twice. Mm-hmm. And I already paid for it once. And well, now I've paid for it twice. And I want to prevent other people from paying for it twice. And look, for the people who saw it also today or tonight or whatever, or even after, let's say you see this later in a few days, if you paid for it and saw it again and you enjoyed it, good on you. It's just if you were to compare the two versions side by side, which like a critic like Jeremy Johns has already done, you're like, this looks good animation. This doesn't look quite as good live action. And that's Disney's problem. Like, very rarely can you do a shot for shot and differentiate between the two. And outside of the kind of retelling of Beauty and the Beast, which was the only live action I think was valuable that Disney's ever done.
I thought Cinderella was good.
Cinderella was okay.
I thought Pinocchio was terrifying in every wrong way.
Oh, every way, yeah. But this honestly is the Mitch McConnell Moana.
If you're going to make this joke, you got to be quicker on the cuff there, Culture. Come on, man. Come on.
Well,
Get
no,
to
I
it.
had to make sure I stuttered as much as I could. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But I use that same joke in my intro tomorrow. So.
Well, Beauty and the Beast works because it hits all the classic, songs and all the classic moments, but it also fills in a bunch of the plot holes from that movie because there are plenty of plot holes, and it added extra music. Like the Beast has a song, and it's not bad. And I know she'll never leave me. Like that's a good song.
Yeah.
Well, I said we would give Culture the final word. Then Marv came in and took it away.
Sorry.
And then this guy showed up.
This movie gave me depression.
But before you unleash the wizard, there's one moment that really was creepy to me. You know that the joke in animation that really works when Maui is paralyzed and he's laying face down on the boat.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Marv,
and
before you tell that, this screen again, folks, talking about that Mary Poppins effect. Look at the water, the boat, none of this fits. None of this looks like it came from the same shot. The island's different, the water's different, the waves in the back, they're not from the same ocean. Like this is the problem with this movie. Keep going.
So the joke is that he's like, oh, well, if the water feels warmer, you're going the right way. And she's feeling the water. She's like, it is getting warmer. And then you find out he's peeing in the water. He's laying face down on it.
It doesn't work.
In this, it doesn't work in live action because one, he's 53 years old and looks like he's 60 and he's peeing on the hand of a 14-year-old. And two, he's laying on his side. So I'm like, is it out? Did he take it out? It does not work.
It does not work.
One of the other things too is you just showed the shot that really breaks this all. It shows what happens when you shoot in the volume, because nothing's lit right.
Right. Nothing here is, and I got to say, they spent a lot of money to make it not look right. There are lots of scenes of her going in the boat against what's the evil version of Tafiti? I don't remember now. Takai. So there are scenes where you're like, my gosh, the tricks they're pulling to do this, and yet it still doesn't look good. I'm so sorry for them. But
and there's 5 different kinds of shadows here, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's just every time this happens throughout the entire film.
And the worst part about this movie, guys, the stunning lack of diversity. Where are the black people?
Yeah, and where are the Latinos?
No Latinos, not one person. Like John Leguizamo cannot see himself in this movie.
No,
how is he going to connect with it?
Here's another picture. Guys. Here's another screenshot that just shows you. I mean, this thing is all over the place in terms of quality, and I mean, it's bizarre looking. All right, Wiz, we're giving it all to you now. You've seen it. We've given our thoughts. We're about to give the score. What did you say?
Okay, so I'm approaching this as somebody who has never seen Moana 1.
Stop right now.
What?
Stop right now. Just leave and go watch it.
I'm serious. I have not seen Moana 1, but I have seen Moana 2.
No.
I have. What? I'm so serious.
Those are not comparable.
This is like saying I have not yet had a ribeye, but I did one time eat excrement out of a bug, like Supergirl.
Well, what I'm happy about is, I'm getting to review this as somebody who's never seen the original, so I could say like, oh, well, actually, I like such and such, and it's like, well, actually, I really like the story, and I thought it had a lot of heart to it.
All right, walk us through it.
But what was great was I was sitting there like, oh man, now I understand why everybody loves the animated version, but this is terrible. This is terrible. Dwayne Johnson, I don't know why he was like, is the money running out? Why do
No, it's because the ego's running out because he keeps striking out. He got them to do this after Black Adam bombed, and he thought this would be a surefire thing.
I don't understand. He's not excited to be here, but I'm trying to get a read on his performance. Like, was he scared doing this, or is he a little uncomfortable?
I think I have the answer for that. I'm not sure he can move around in the muscle suit like he needs to.
Right.
Well, I mean, remember Keaton's Batman suit where he couldn't turn his head?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly this.
Yeah.
The Rock has one of the most fragile egos known to man. And when his ego gets bruised, he has to do something to pick it back up so that people can talk about how he literally is Maui. Like, the WWE fans booed him when he first showed up, and he has made them pay for it for like 30 years ever since. What you see here, like, he'll go back to WWE after this fails, and he'll make everyone's life there a living hell because he has to boost up his ego again.
But why did Danny Garcia leave him, or vice versa? I mean, she was the perfect ego boost for him. What happened?
Think he left her for another woman.
Oh boy, this just got awkward. All right, well, hopefully it wasn't Moana, because that's going to be illegal in at least 49 states. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the score. Marv, we'll start with you. Scale of 1 to 10. Well, 0 to 10, honestly. 0 is the worst movie you've ever seen. 10 is absolute perfection. 5 is meh. What say you, sir?
4.
4 out of 10 from Marv. Culture Casino.
5, because it was meh.
Okay, hang on a second. I've messed this up. Marv, now tell me, what was your score for the original Moana?
Like a 9.
Okay. Culture, what's your score for the original Moana?
9.
Okay. I'm going to say
almost perfect. Like, it was.
It is one of the modern era. It's their best work.
Yeah, it's the
work. It's all downhill from that.
Exactly. Thank you.
And the reason they did this and not Frozen was because with Frozen they would have felt compelled to race swap.
Well, I'll guarantee you now. They're going to rethink doing Coco live action, which I don't know if they've announced that, but you know. Okay, so I thought the original Moana is a 10 out of 10. I think it is. It's way up there. It is. If it's not a perfect movie, it's so close I can't figure it out. I mean, it is incredible. This movie to me is a 5 out of 10. It's just vanilla paste. It just exists. And I'll be honest, in the middle of the movie, I did not fall asleep, but I really struggled to not fall asleep in the middle of the movie. And it's because I've seen this before, and this is nowhere close to that. So it was kind of like we're just dot to dot to dot, just follow the line. Let's just trace it again, but not nearly as well.
Do you think if they had made a shot-for-shot remake of like Peter Pan, or like a classic movie from like decades ago, we would have been more excited to see something like that than a shot-for-shot remake of a movie that was 10 years ago and we had a sequel for a year ago?
I mean, we've talked about what you could do, what deserves a live-action remake if you're going to do these. Like Black Cauldron comes to mind. You could do Oliver and Company. I mean, there are some that they still have not done. The problem is if you're going to remake Moana, it's a tremendously beautiful film. It's just gorgeous. So how are you going to upgrade that?
I want him to do Coco in live action.
I don't think they can. I don't think this company is capable of doing anything with heart. Like
correct
live action. I just don't think it's possible.
I had not noticed this before.
I've been waiting for you to see it.
All right, Wiz, your score. Now you've not seen the original Moana, so what would you give this one?
I think I'm gonna go with Marv. I think this is a 4. It is so dull. It is so dull in the middle. And you're like, and I almost left. I was like, I have so much I need to be doing right now. Like, I want to leave. I texted Marvin. I'm like, well, the music is good, but I want to leave.
Go listen to. Okay, so now go listen to the soundtrack for the original, and you'll understand. The problem with this movie is every song is worse because Ali'i Cravalho is tremendous with the original Moana.
I know the songs, and I heard you saying that earlier in the review, and I was like, that's it. That I couldn't put my finger on it, and you were 100% right. Her voice in the original knocks this performance out of the park, and that's not to say anything bad about the actress here. I thought her acting when she was acting was great for what she was supposed to be doing, but her voice did not outperform the original, and you needed to.
But that's because it's like a once in a lifetime talent that you're trying to live up to. It's like Salieri and Mozart. Like Salieri made good music, but he wasn't Mozart. You know, it's a I saw Ali'i Cravalho do I don't know how to say her name, but I saw her do the Candlelight Processional at Epcot, and she even sang with the choir, which the celebrity doesn't usually do, and she was amazing.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
The story is that when they found Ali'i Cravalho when she was about 13 years old, I think, when they were casting for the original Moana, that when she sang the songs that they had prepared, to do the test for the casting, that they like dropped their papers, and said, "Whoa, we found the girl!" Look out. That's something. So anyway, folks, this is not something I can't recommend you go see it, period, because you can see it better for free on Disney Plus. And you might not like Toy Story 5 and you might be annoyed by the Minions, but at least they're new. This is the Temu version of the original. So go turn on Disney Plus right now if you get the hankering.
I want to head off a potential comment criticism that I could see happening.
Boo birds.
Like, yes, we get angry when you do something like Snow White where you just change everything. But the opposite of a mistake is sometimes still a mistake.
Snow White is also just a terribly made film. It's 3 films. Like it's obvious where they stitched them together. They don't look the same. One version of the film has like this yellow haze all over it the entire way through, and then it cuts to Snow White's a mess.
Yeah.
So is Little Mermaid. This film's not a mess that way. It's just the same film, only worse. And
Wizard, you have to watch the original this week.
Well, but you know what? Even just watching that, I was sitting there getting like flashbacks. I'm like, you remember when stuff from Disney was good?
When it was,
like, I was getting like, oh my gosh, you remember when this stuff was good? Do you remember looking forward to Disney?
Oh, I remember.
Do you
Moana,
remember?
the first Moana was the last thing that was like really, really good.
Do you remember Tauntauns?
Remember berries. I love those guys.
Remember Chewbacca?
I do. He was fantastic.
Which is the same voice as Kyle's cousin.
Yeah, Kyle's cousin Kyle.
That's right.
Was it Kyle?
All right, guys. How about this? This Moana is the cousin Kyle.
No, cousin Kyle is often entertaining.
Do you remember you rock?